Hi everyone, it's Lynn Norusis with the Focus on Nova team over at Century 21 Redwood. I'm here in Old Town Alexandria at Home on Cameron. I'm here with Todd Martz. He's the owner and lead designer for Home on Cameron, which is both a boutique store right in Old Town Alexandria as well as a design house where they will come out and curate work with clients to really get their home in tip-top shape. I'm going to be talking to him today about what the design trends are for 2019, so things that you should definitely be working into your home design, and then also things that you want to be working out of your home design.
Hi, my name is Todd Martz. We're here at Home on Cameron at 315 Cameron Street, right in Old Town Alexandria. We opened about 2 years ago. We are a small interiors store. We have new things and some vintage things. The look of the store is based on basically my design aesthetic. I've been doing interior design for over 20 years. We have a design staff here, so it's sort of a whole separate business. And the design, we approach it sort of differently. We bill by the hour, so it's sort of as little or as much help as you need. Wanted to talk about sort of design trends that I see happening. The first thing I think that is really an overall thing that we are all bombarded by information about interiors. So I think what's happening is the whole nation is getting a more sophisticated taste. That means colors are becoming more subtle, and color and pattern. Wallpaper is one of the biggest things we do now. And patterns of fabrics, patterns on floors, patterns on ceilings. To me, this is getting away from the whole beige, the world is beige, the world is gray. So I see that as a really big trend to start with. Pattern, of course, we've already said, getting away from the solids and the textures. Color, there's just much more color, much richer color, more saturated colors. The other thing is I think people are really not afraid to become individuals. Their homes really reflect themselves, whether they're relaxed or formal or have collections or children. We're just no longer afraid to be different.
Mm-hmm. What would you say for keeping an interior design on the same level as the exterior design of a house? Is that just completely gone? Are the days where if you're living in a colonial, you should kind of stay towards that?
Mm-hmm. I do think that it's also adapting. If you have a colonial home, there are ways to sort of make it a little more contemporary, which is what has happened through the centuries. The shutters change, the doors change, the colors of the trim change. So I do believe the approach to the home should sort of reflect or begin to get a feeling for what is inside.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have any absolute design no-nos for people?
There's sort of a lot of no-nos. I would say the biggest sort of a trend change and what I see as a big issue is scale. Some of the mass retailers were really into these 40-inch deep sofas and these giant coffee tables, and it just looks wrong in most homes. Mm-hmm. It's just too big. So I think scale is a very, very large issue that people need to be aware of. Also, lighting. Lighting is very key. You want your home to feel comfortable and relaxed. You want your family and your guests to feel relaxed. So, indirect lighting, multiple sources. Now there's a lot of LED information. I do think that finally we're getting away from the exposed Edison bulbs, which are just my hateful thing. There's nothing more glaring than a set of 6 bulbs staring at you. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's all I got.